judicial corruption in Latvia is sky high because it can thrive unopposed. There are no effective mechanisms to fight against corruption of judges. If a judge decides to take bribes and to rule in court cases in a very shady manner, ignoring laws, giving favors to one party, then the judge has really nothing to fear. It's a win-win situation for the judge. He just can take the money and live on happily. Well, in theory, there are some disciplinary institutions, but these institutions are really fake. They are more for creating a perception that some kind of judicial control mechanisms exist, instead of actually punishing somebody with a real punishment. A great example for this is the Judicial Disciplinary Committee. It's a high-ranking committee which consists entirely of Supreme Court judges. This committee decides in cases where judges are being accused of wrongdoing. And if we go on their homepage, which is sadly only available in Latvia language, then we can see that only 3 decisions are being offered. All of them from 23. And if we look into the laws, then we can see that this Judicial Disciplinary Committee is mentioned in a law from 1994. So it exists for 30 years. Well, you don't need to be a great mathematician to see that 3 cases, 3 decisions during 30 years is some form of inaction. And if we dug deeper and search for decisions of this committee, then we see that actually in previous years they have made decisions, but these decisions are never mentioned on the homepage of Ministry of Justice, because the internet representation of the Judicial Disciplinary Committee is a sub-page under the homepage of Ministry of Justice of Latvia. So if we manipulate the name of a decision and really change the numbers at the end of the name, so that it's instead of 23, for example, 22, then we see that other documents exist. This clearly shows that somebody is purposefully hiding the information and making it more difficult to access. There is really no technical or monetary reason why all the documents shouldn't be linked on their homepage. There is clearly a decision to hide this information. And if we look into the 3 linked decisions, then we also can clearly see why there is a motivation for such a decision. Because out of the 3 decisions, once the case was closed without any finding of wrongdoing. And in 2 cases, there was a punishment in form of a reproof. But the word punishment isn't really a correct word, because according to Latvian labor law, a reproof is like a written notice, and if during the next year, after issuing the reproof, not a new reproof is being made, then the person is considered not punished. And no surprise here that there is no list of judges who have received reproofs, since even the decisions from previous years are being hidden